Hey, it's Whack-A-Mole number, is it 78 or 79? You know before I know because you saw it at the top of the headline here. And I don't remember, so on the back end I'll remember it. Now, I was going to call this the Armageddon edition, but that's too negative. End of the world edition. 2020 is like one big fuck you, isn't it? And I'm smiling just because that's my nature, because I'm a positive person. But what a shit show is going on here. But I really adore my friends, my family. I really like sharing with you out there. But, you know, wear a mask. Don't get the politics and that stuff. You know, sometimes some of you don't like my politics. This is not going to be a political whack-a-mole by any stretch of the imagination. But I just want to acknowledge, enjoy yourselves, lighten up, enjoy what you have and what you can. And even if you just come and visit just for my whack-a-moles and want me to get snarky and pull some things and just figure out what I show, that's fine too. If you want to dive in a little deeper of some of my joint videos, that's wonderful. I really appreciate the comments and everything. And check out the other channels. I've done some joints videos. You know, there's a lot of great people out here showing different kinds of music, different personalities, different things. Sometimes it's just, you know, about the artwork and record cover. Sometimes it's about the jazz and the soul and the bluegrass and the root music and the rock and roll and the heavy metal and the punk and avant-garde and everything. And, you know, I show a little bit of a lot, not everything, but there's other people. So enjoy that. And come on, can't we all just get along, really? So, in honor of this episode, I'm going to do a little special thing. I'm going to pull 5 whack-a-moles, and then I'm going to get naked, okay? Maybe you better shut this off right now. Mazzy's here, and, you know, hey, it's, I'm a Virgo. Virgo hits Saturday night, Sunday morning there. It's my month. By the way, Stravinsky, conducted by Stravinsky, oh my God, this is so great. Right? The Rite of Spring. An amazing piece of music. CD, I had the vinyl too. Columbia Masterworks. 1, 2. Ooh, that's a thick one. 3, 4. And 5. And I think I'm going to pull 2 extras tonight from the Beatle wall, right? Or no, from the jazz wall. Put 2 from the jazz wall. We'll save the Beatles. They get their own little section. So jazz. 1. Ouch. I need more exercise. I need to get out of the house more. 2. Okay. The Ramones, the Ram ones. Okay. This is provided in the hope that this will be used for in-store play. Promo copy, not for resale. And this is Road to Russia. Rocket to Russia, not Road. You know. A promo copy, my record store days, 1977. Now, in the days when I used to manage a record store, there were distributors, and we had a small chain called the Record Factory. I think at their peak they had about 15, 18 stores, but I think when I worked for them there was 6 or 7 stores, and the owner flew us all down one day for an LA shopping spree in terms of shopping at a one-stop, which is a distributor where you buy a wholesale product for your store, because all managers wanted some product that for some reason there was a clog and we couldn't get the products at local distributors for a bit. So we went down to the day and they picked us up in a limo. Remember having lunch in that LAX, you know, the modernist contraption in the center of LAX where you go up in the elevator and you sit up there. But I digress. At the distributors, these guys were hanging around. Their first album had just come out, the Ramones. We had no idea who they were, but I wish I had a camera then. I wish I got their autograph, but I talked to Joey a little bit. Johnny, Mickey, Mike, Ringo, I don't know. I talked to a couple of them, but they just hung around there looking at the records, and we were the managers, so they were doing sort of an in-store at the distribution. Rocket to Russia, of course, Teenage Lobotomy, Do You Want to Dance, which is the cover, and Surfer Bird is a cover song. Rockaway Beach, I mean, you know the Ramones. Sheena is a punk rocker, great song. Anyway, promo copy, original. David Bowie. This is one of the more recent comps. This is kind of a cool overview. What was interesting about this, it's a double record set, and it goes in a different order, and I think the CD version is even in a different order than the LP version. But it has everything up to Sue, the song that would be later on. This might be a different mix or different edit, I think. Someone's going to tell me if I'm right or wrong. That was on the last Bowie album, the final Bowie album. But this is really good. Absolute Beginners, Where We Are Now, China Girl, Changes, of course, some of the hits, but a really nice overview. Double record set, a good overview for David Bowie. I'm showing this all the time now. Echoes, Metal. I always show this, one of my favorite Pink Floyd records, but side 2 has a special meaning, and I've already said that. If you don't know, seek earlier videos. Jimmie Rodgers. Oh, this is the different, I'm thinking of the train guy, Jimmie Rodgers. His big claim to fame was a song called Honeycomb. A huge hit in the early 60s, I believe. Honeycomb, dee-dee-dee-dee. But he has a lot of folk. It's sort of a folk pop singer. If I Had a Hammer, God Bless the Child, Jamaica Farewell, Marian, Puff the Magic Dragon, which means this is probably 66, maybe even 67, probably 66. Honeycomb and Kisses Sweeter Than Wine. I don't know much about him, but Dot Records. I remember Dot Records because my first single, one of my early singles, Wipeout by the Safaris, back with Surfer Joe, was on Dot, as I recall. Oh, a very, 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 very favorite psychedelic kind of funky album is especially side 1 of this. Arthur Brown, The Crazy World of Arthur Brown, Fire. It has the whole prelude, nightmare, fanfare, and then Fire. Fire, I'm the God of Hellfire and I bring you fire. Fire was such a heavy, really cool radio hit. Crazy ass guy. I wish I saw him live. I didn't. Track Records, that's produced by Kit Lambert. Kit Lambert produced and managed all the early Who. Managed the Who up through Tommy, even maybe beyond Tommy. And produce their records. What a great thing. Watch the Lambert and Stamp documentary. This is a tip. Seek it out, even rent it for $4 on Apple or wherever you rent your movies. Lambert and Stamp, and it's a documentary on the management and the guys that produced the Who, and it's excellent. If you like the 60s, Omaha, Hannah out there, you're a big Who fan. If you're watching this, or someone tell Hannah, she doesn't have to watch this, but Bo, anyone else out there, tell Hannah, I should probably tell her, watch the Lambert and Stamp video. If you're a Who fan, it's indispensable. You need to watch it. Oh, I didn't get naked. Now I'm naked. I promised to get naked during this video. Okay, that's about as naked as I'm going to get for you. Sorry, God, so I'm only half naked then. What did you expect? Okay, Arthur Brown. Okay, now the 2 jazz titles I picked. This is Music Matters Jazz. This is Music Matters Jazz. Amazing album. Our Man in Paris, Dexter Gordon, Bud Powell, Pierre Michelot, and Kenny Clark. And this is one that's not a Rudy Van Gelder recording because he recorded it in Paris. Beautiful record. Obviously, the Music Matters Jazz. The tone poets emulate these. That music is getting loud and intense like it is Armageddon, right? Anyway, really beautiful record. Scrapple from the Apple, Willow Weep for Me. And it closes out with a great version of Night in Tunisia. One of the great jazz classic songs. But beautiful record, Dexter Gordon. I saw him 3 times at the Keystone Corner, a great jazz club in San Francisco, in the 70s. I'd say from 75, 6, 7, in that period of time. It was a place to go to see great jazz music, $4 to $5 to get in. Wonderful stuff. And lastly, Chick Corea. I got into Chick Corea in 71 because of Chick Corea Return, Light as a Feather, I believe, Return to Forever. Those two albums with Flor Purim and Ayerto, they're just gorgeous ECM records. I loved those records. Those are probably some of the earliest jazz that I got into. Somewhat fusion, but with a Latin, a Brazilian flair to it, but really beautiful. And this is a gorgeous record. It's very, as you'd expect, it's called My Spanish Heart. Beautiful photography, beautiful cover package, right? This was on Polydor. This is about 76, maybe? Yeah, I was right, 1976. It's funny how you remember things in your life around music in years. So within a year or two, I usually can guess these. Very Spanish flavoring, a little flamenco-esque, but obviously piano-based because of Chick Corea. Steve Gadd on drums, one of the great kind of rock fusion jazz drummers who worked on Steely Dan's Asia, was great on that. Stanley Clarke, acoustic bass. Jean-Luc Ponty on violin. Some of you Zappa freaks will know when he toured with Frank Zappa. Gail Moran, vocals, and there's some quartets in here, some string arrangements. Anyway, beautiful record. So that's Mazzy's 2020 Armageddon edition. That sounds so negative. So let's be positive here. No more like, nitpicking. Like what you like, watch what you watch, and move on. And if a video that I make doesn't interest you, turn it off and move on to something else. There's plenty of other channels and subject matters, but enjoy the music. It's all about the music here. I mean, that's where I'm coming from. I love showcasing my collection, and this is a great way randomly to pull things out that I'm not thematically showing. So Mazzy loves you, and I'm serious about that, okay? This is a smoke-free house, no cigarettes, no cigars, maybe a little reefer on occasion, but that's it. Take care, VC.